Whoa, look at what I got. Okay. Tough part is figuring out how to open this thing. There we go. Yes. Look at all this. Look at all this stuff. Wonderful. Well, on to the first one, I guess. Well, first I should go like that. Put that away. So, I guess they got a new color. I don't know why. Okay, let's see what we have here. So it seems interesting. These are shiny, probably new. So 2018. Okay, let's see if we have anything. So we got 3 interesting ones. This one may not look interesting, but this is the first 2015 P of the $50 coins that I've ever seen in my life, which is interesting. And this one has a line on it. I don't know why these markings appear, but you know. And this one looks like someone really hated this coin for some reason. So they decided to cut it or something. Kind of weird. Okay. So on to the next guy. There's nothing interesting in that one. I probably shouldn't have those here. So let's go on to the next one. Okay. This one might have something good, but I'm not entirely sure. So there are 5 that were kind of interesting. This one has a whole bunch of mystery matter on there. This one has mystery matter also on there on the face. This one has a very interesting green color in the corner. This one has mystery matter kind of all over the place. And this one is kind of miscolored. It's yellowish, greenish all over. So let's go to the next one. Well, we have an interesting one here with that marking, but we'll get to that later. So there are 2 that are interesting. This one, that I think the word aforementioned would fit here, because it was mentioned previously, but I don't know if that's how that word works. It has, you know, Sharpie just on this side. And this one, because of the discoloration on the space between the $50 and on the D. So, interesting. Not very spectacular, but interesting. So on to the next one. Come on. No. Okay, whatever. Fine then, be that way. So, there are 5 interesting ones. This one is darker than usual. A little bit, not that much. This one is also darker than usual, but not that much. This one has a little bit of discoloration near the eye. This one has a red dot near the guy's ear, and some discoloration on the chest of the bird. And this one, it looks like somebody not shot, but I don't know what happened to this one. Someone got angry at it, I guess. So on to the next one. Looks like there's nothing particularly good in this one. So there are 6 interesting ones. This one has lots of dots. This one has very vibrant green on 2 sides of it, which is pretty interesting. This one, actually, what the heck? Why is this one here? That one was not one that had something interesting. This one has a bit of red stuff there, and a little hole there near to the balloons or whatever those are. This one has some discoloration near the wing. And this one has some weird kind of, I don't know, mystery matter on there. So on to the next one. I don't know if there's gonna be anything good here. Probably not, but hopefully yes. Looks like nothing particularly good, but maybe. So there's another 5 interesting ones. This one has discoloration near the T. This one looks like it was on a barbecue. This one is a bit darker near when it says United on the back. This one has some red dots around here. This one has some red outlines of the bird, and that's pretty much it for that one. Okay. I don't think there's much going on in this one. Another 5 interesting ones. This one has mystery matter there. This one, there was something on this one. Was there something on this one? Maybe not. Okay. This one, very obvious, has, or maybe not obvious to the camera, but it has mystery matter all over the place. This one has mystery matter as well. And by mystery matter, it may just be corrosion. I've tried to scratch off some of these, not on this one. If someone tried to scratch it off, it would be very crude scratching off. They obviously weren't careful, because you can, come on, you could see the horizontal scratches. I didn't do it on this one. but you know, so I don't exactly know what mystery matter is. In this one, there's a little bit of green discoloration near the right wing. Okay. So here's the next one, obviously. I wish I get something good, but I guess it's unlikely. Yeah, it's unlikely. I don't think there's anything good in here. There was one interesting one. Someone wrote the letter H on it, on this one. Okay. Sometimes I like to look at the ends to see if there's anything interesting on the ends. It's kind of like a sneak peek of what's to come, but, you know, maybe not. I don't know. Okay, maybe nothing again. Okay, so there are 3 interesting ones. This one has discoloration near the I and B in Liberty, the face side. This one has discoloration kind of all around the back. And this one has 1911 written on the front and 1294 written on the back. Alrighty. Looks like nothing interesting from the ends. And looks like nothing interesting in all of them. Alrighty. There are 5 interesting ones. This one has red discoloration on the right side of the neck of the bird. This one, somebody wrote the letter 8 on it. This has a whole bunch of dots on it. This one has larger dots on it. And this one has something, the mystery matter, between, okay, let's focus here, between the 9 and the 7 in 1972. Okay, let's go to the next one. If you hear some weird stuff, it's not coming from my room. It's from a different room or outside. Oh, come on. Yeah, seems like nothing spectacular. So there's one interesting one. There's some discoloration near the T in United on the back of this one. Alrighty. So, I don't know what to say. There's nothing to say. There's so many shiny ones. Come on. There are 2 interesting ones. This one has some discoloration near the end of United and the start of States on the back. And this one kind of has discoloration all over the place, but mainly near the letters and art. So on to the next one. There was a hair. Okay, a lot of shiny ones, but doesn't seem like anything spectacular. So there are 2 interesting ones. This bicentennial one has discoloration near the right side of the building. And this one, it might be a stamping error, maybe, as the I and the place around the I in Liberty, the place around the 4 and Trust in 2004, and the F in of and the A in America on the back seem either sanded away a little bit or not fully stamped, which is interesting. I haven't seen this stamping error or wear pattern before. It's pretty cool. Come on, the thing doesn't respond to my fingers. Okay. So this one, I'm excited about this one. Hopefully there's something good in this one, but probably not, but hopefully. Come on. It doesn't seem like anything interesting or spectacular. Okay, there's two interesting ones. This one with green discoloration kind of all around. And this one with a purple dot on the guy's face. Okay. Hopefully this one has something good for us. It doesn't seem like it. So, let's get these out of the way. There's 4 interesting ones. This one has discoloration. Let's see. In the Merrick in America on the back. This one is very dark all around. This one has a lot of mystery matter on it. And this one seems like a stamping error, as you can, barely see the year. It's supposed to be 1990, I'm pretty sure, and you can barely see the L on this. So, very interesting. This one is a very obvious stamping error, I think. I think it's a stamping error. I don't know. I could be wrong, but that's what I think it is. So, on to the next one. That didn't work so well. Okay, that sucked. So there's an interesting, just only one, oh no, something fell. Only one interesting one. So the B is kind of highlighted, and there's some orange discoloration on the back side. Okay, time for another one. Okay, so there's 4 interesting ones. This one has, I don't know, mystery matter again, quite a bit of it. This one has mystery matter to a lesser extent, but it's still there. This one is discolored, very dark, kind of brown, and this one has bright orange on it. No, yeah, bright orange, so that's interesting. Okay, so on to the next one. Seems like, oh no, come on. Well, it seems like nothing interesting. Okay. I stand corrected. There are 2 interesting ones. Oh no. This one has some red line on the guy. And this one is green all over. with a little bit of orange coloration. So on to the next one, I guess. A lot of shiny ones. But doesn't seem like anything spectacular. Alrighty, there are 3 interesting ones. This one has black dots around it. This one has a purple line. And this one, okay, it has 812 written on it. But this is the first one that I've ever seen that is from 2012. So that's pretty cool. So hopefully we'll get something very good from this one. I have a good feeling about this one. But it seems that my feeling has deceived me. Okay, so we have 5 interesting ones. This one with a black discoloration. This one with a very small amount of discoloration near the guy's mouth. This one has a very small amount of barely visible discoloration around the tower. This one, you can see kind of half of it is discolored. And this one, there's some blue markings around the "In God" and the L of Liberty. Alrighty, on to the next one. I'm excited for this one. What do we have? A lot of shiny guys, but not much interest and not much spectacular. There's nothing interesting in that one. So let's go to the next one. Hopefully we'll get something fantastic. It doesn't look like it, but there's a possibility. There's nothing interesting in that one either. So I guess we can move on. Doesn't look like anything again. Okay, there was one interesting one, which was this one, which is darker than usual and has discoloration. So on to the next one. This marks, well, after we get done with this, I don't know, halfway there, I guess. Hopefully it's something good in here. And there might be. So there are 2 interesting ones. This one has a marking by the guy's ear, and this one has discoloration, spots of it kind of all over the place. Alrighty, time to go. Come on, please. It's not working. I'm trying to get the one in the corner. How about let's do it like this? Haha, yes, I'm the smartest person. Okay. I know order doesn't really matter in this situation, probably, but whatever. Okay. I'm not sure about this one. Okay, so there are 2 interesting ones. This one with some green, and this one with some red. Okay, time for this one. The one that we got out and we put back in. So there's shiny guys. Come on. More shiny guys, but doesn't look like anything fantastic. Nothing interesting in that one, so let's move to the next one. So there are three interesting ones. This one has some green, I guess, oxidation in the guy's ear. This one has some discoloration around the T and the Y in Liberty and the 9 in 1979, and discoloration around America. And this one has some spots of discoloration near the end of America and the end of dollar. So on to the next one. Come on, my guy. Shiny guys, but not a lot of the stuff that I want. So there are two interesting ones. This one has highlighting, blue highlighting on the B and black highlighting on the E. And this one has black highlighting on we. So on to the next one. Doesn't look like anything spectacular. So there's one interesting one. This guy has a line. So there are two interesting ones. This one with some general discoloration, and this one that seems like it was burned. Alrighty, hopefully this one wants to come out. We get something really good. But I don't know if it will be very good. There's nothing interesting in that one. So hopefully there'll be something wonderful in this one. But it doesn't look like it. So there's three interesting ones. This one has some discoloration around America. This one has some discoloration around 1776 and 1976, and in between the W and E in we. And this one may look normal because it is. This is my first 2006 D coin, so that's pretty cool. Alrighty then, on to the next one. Let's get this guy. Oh, come on. Hope there's something good. There might be. There's nothing really interesting in that one, so we're just moving on to the next one. Seems like nothing spectacular. Alrighty, so there are two interesting ones. This one with some green stuff. This one that's kind of overall orange. So let's get the next one. Hopefully there's something great. I have a nice feeling about this one. Come on. Come on. Come on. So there are three interesting ones. This one, there's highlighting on the B in Liberty. Here's another one with a line in a very similar place. There's this one that is very black and orange. So on to the next one. Let me just get that out of there. Okay, hopefully there's something wonderful in here. But it doesn't seem like it. Alrighty, there are two interesting ones. This one with green and brownish reddish discoloration on the back, not much on the front. And this one with the letter V on the building. So let's go to the next one. And it doesn't look like anything fantastic. So there's one interesting one. This one, because of the green all around the nooks and crannies of the backside. So on to the next one we go. This one already is kind of ripped. Or maybe not ripped, but unfolded. I don't know. Looks like nothing spectacular again. Okay. So on to the next one. There's nothing interesting in that one. In the last one. Come on, my guy. Doesn't seem like anything spectacular, as usual. Okay, so there are four interesting ones. This one, there's some highlighting between the I and the B in Liberty. This one, there's some, I think, corrosion on the U and the N in United. This one, seems like there was a sticker there. And this one, there's very dark green and very dark red, maybe even brown, colors on the back. Alright, so on to the next one. Let's get this guy. I have a great feeling about this. But yet again, my feelings have most probably deceived me. So there are two interesting ones. This one with the green corrosion on the T of Liberty, and this one with a whole bunch of green corrosion, I think, kind of everywhere. Alrighty, well, let's get to the next one. Ooh, there's an interesting one right there with the same pattern as some of the other ones. But it doesn't look like anything spectacular. Alrighty, there's three interesting ones. The aforementioned one with the somewhat usual pattern. This one with a thick line on the front, the back and front. And this one that has green and blue and kind of very dark blue discoloration. It's kind of interesting. Alrighty, time for another one. Come on. Seems like nothing spectacular. There's nothing interesting in that one, so we're going on to the next one. Seems like nothing fantastic again. Alrighty, there's one interesting one. This one that has the highlighting on the B in Liberty. Alrighty. Let's get another one. try to get it so that this one doesn't rip. Okay, never mind. Looks like nothing. Fantastic. Again. Okay, there was one interesting one. This one that has a faint check mark and some red on it. So on to the next one. Hopefully this gives us something nice. Come on. Doesn't seem like it, but there's a potential. Okay, so there are two interesting ones. This one has discoloration on the guy's head, and this one has green discoloration kind of all around. Ready, time for another one. There's nothing interesting in the last one, so we're just going on to the next one, which is this one. Okay, let's see. Looks like nothing wonderful. That's my hypothesis. Alrighty, there was one interesting one, which is this one, because it has some orange, kind of transparent orange discoloration. I don't know, transparent, it's interesting. Alrighty, on to the next one. And it seems like nothing spectacular again. Alrighty, there are two interesting ones. This one with its discoloration kind of all over the place. And this one with, I don't know if you can see, it has very uniform stippling, kind of. Very strange. Alrighty. Here's the last one. Before we get to the last one, I'll show you the box. Here we go. Blah, blah, blah. You can read that. You could have read it the other way, but whatever. Okay, let's get to the last one. Hopefully there's something wonderful in here. But it doesn't look like it. Alrighty, there was one interesting one. This one, it has some discoloration near the E of the we, and some discoloration in the states of. So kind of interesting.